Crawford at the bottom of the order for the Mariners here tonight. Became an everyday player for the Mariners. Luis Severino, the former Yankees first pitch, is a swinging bunt. Langoliers on target. To a slow start that's last year and then really finished in a flurry. In fact, as that's called.
Yeah, it was such a strange start for him, and you know, with these at bats and the process and everything else, and allowed him to be an athlete.
Down the right field line, it slices foul.
Column, when you're watching your peers around baseball, you hover.
The 1st of July, he was a top 10, top 20 player, depending on what you look at. And of course, we know what he does. In an A's uniform for Luis Severino, longtime veteran. Balls 96-97, a wide arsenal.
Yeah, last year bearing it down and in, and that sweeper to go along with it, like that one right there.
Well, that is.
He said he lost confidence pitching inside. He developed that sinker.
Swing and a miss, 97. Year extension to stay in Seattle. Home run shy of tying the club record for a catcher. And of course, with Cal's power, he could tie that tonight. Should in home runs each of the last 3 years. Franchise pillar behind home plate. Down and in, and Cal Raleigh walks. And the Mariners have the night's first base runner.
Great year, 3.91 ERA. Made 31 starts. I think the down and in to rise. We haven't seen it just yet. The command hasn't been there just yet. He's probably fired up. Oh, he can be awfully tough. Really, to a guy who learning how to pitch both sides of the plate.
Hit hard, but right to the chest. Scoreless from inside T-Mobile Park. Coverage cam over 40,000 in the house tonight for opening day. Temperatures in the low 50s. One of the great questions during spring training for the Mariners, and there weren't a whole lot of questions. Logan Gilbert earning that spot after what he did last year. An all-star season for the first time of opening day start. To give the ball to Luis Castillo today, I think we all could have an active season for Luis, and he is called the Rock after all. He's had so many big moments in a Mariners uniform as this finds Robles. Curious your thoughts is that it is almost setting up this culture pitchers who, when you watch them on any given night, you can say, yeah, that looks like an opening day again, or maybe Castillo gets it back. The point is the cracks in tenure.
Yeah, and seniority too. I think, you know, with Luis Castillo, look, I get it at 27, but usually it's a situation where it's like, all right.
Low line drive and Polanco.
However, Luis Castillo, the seniority, but you mentioned it too. I guarantee you, it kind of gets that competitive juice flowing. Even watching Logan Gilbert make an all-star, one step behind him. Does that set some goals in your head for 20?
Fact for Logan so far.
I think what speaks volumes too is Luis Castillo's reaction.
Check swing. And what a special night for Logan Gilbert tonight. He's ahead 0-2. And up. Victor Robles getting the start on opening day in right field. You know, sometimes the ball your seats as you go while still enjoying all the perks like saving 10% or more on tickets with Rayleigh.
I feel like I'm close to 1,000, up in the high 900s.
Really got jammed
last year.
Swings through that. Get free MLB TV with how much playing time he will see against lefties. It has not gone his own.
I guess situation where Rowdy just, he made at first base.
Ball and a strike to 31 season. And last year in October, and the Mariners and Jorge really believed that the 1-2. This is into right field for a base hit and a nice start for Jorge Polanco.
It's a couple years ago before he joined the Seattle Mariners, and it looked a lot like this. We saw flashes of sustaining that, and you mentioned it too with the knee injury.
On the edge to Rowdy, just turned 30 years old, and he gets plunked with 90 and out to Severino.
in that elbow guard.
Well, this will be interesting. It's just talked so much about his focus this offseason of getting on the fastball, and that is
okay.
Puts a fastball in play on to first. It is dug out and 2-0. Urshela was part of a really busy offseason for the Athletics. Former Ray, and they brought on Urshela among others. Fly ball out to left field. Arozarena giving just a little bit of ground. He's right there with
first at bat out of the way. He was at the clubhouse pretty early, arrived before noon today. He's got his fiancée 3, and it was coming off a really rough year in 2022. He started working with us, so I can hardly imagine and hardly wait to see what that journal entry is.
Bliss, he was here just a couple of years ago in the future on opening day, starting for the Mariners. Max Gilbert's 1-2. He swings.
Getting that split from Logan Gilbert, such a weapon with 2 strikes and the slider. You have both of them in the back of your mind, not to mention the fact you got 90.
The bottom of the order for the A's in their opening day lineup. Wilson, who's got elite back to ball skills, gets the
big reason why he went so high in the draft just a couple years ago here in Seattle, by the way. This Oakland A's team and the way they're put together is starting to hand out some Wilson down the bottom, giving some of these rookies some lead. The Athletics, especially after the end of last year, how good they were offensively.
Lost version of the Athletics,
right.
And Lawrence, oh man, for the out. That was 100, practically 11 miles. Right on the wallet, maybe. First pitch for a strike to J.P. Crawford. J.P. becoming a father during the offseason. It's on the inner edge.
Just a second.
Ground ball. It kicks up off the mound. It finds Wilson off of Logan Gilbert.
Oh, yeah, this stings, especially you're coming from Arizona. Did go down in the tunnel. The bullpen's starting to move around a little bit as well.
Lofted out to center field, and Blade not having to move much. That brings up Julio. First pitch to Julio. Now, you think
it's not a decision made? Guarantee you they're still talking to Logan and seeing how much time he has.